Now for something a little different. It appears to be a adult toy store. Hello.
How are you doing today?
Never been better.
Is there anything I can help you find today?
Well, I'm actually was cruising for like pet shops, Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and the RCMP, but this store caught my eye.
Yeah, definitely not that.
We're from Vancouver Island because I'm an animal lover and concerned about rights and freedoms in this country. And there's a situation in your region which is really important on a lot of levels, which is these ostriches.
Okay.
And it's a really nice drive out past Lumbee through the Monashees. I'd forgotten how beautiful it was. I was here tree planting long ago.
Yeah.
And come see the ostriches. There's live music sometimes on the weekends, especially bouncy castles for the kids, camping.
Aww.
And it's a lot of fun. Do you have any kids?
I don't.
Okay, do you have any special littles in your life?
I do, but they're not here, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Regardless.
Send them some stickers.
Thank you. That's
Maybe.
really cool.
Maybe I'll browse a little bit.
What got you into this?
I am very concerned about rights, freedoms, and democracy in Canada. Actually, I flew up from Hawaii to vote in the last federal election, and I need to make a decision whether to abandon Canada. And to me, this and Alberta separation are the only things that are keeping Vancouver Island safe at this point. Right, the islands. I'm an islander, right?
Probably a good idea to get out of here. It's not getting any better.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is. I guess I shouldn't be so pessimistic, but...
Well, you see, this is to me, this issue is the one that can get the crack open, and we can get the wedges in and keep going. Like for rights, democracy, freedoms. Oh, there's some issues I listed: scientific integrity, food security, animal rights. Yeah, it all ties together in this issue here, and we can win it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to see people that are taking passions and actually doing something with them.
Yeah, well, it's been amazing. Like, I just actually got back from Alberta. We went to the G7.
Yeah.
Right? We got these, big ostrich things, and we illegally protested at the G7. I don't think anyone else did.
Why? They didn't cause you any trouble?
Well, the RCMP attended us very promptly, but that was a nuts, the amount of security there, like militarized police, helicopters, 50 motorcycles. They were doing these motorcades with, like 50 motorcycles and cop cars. Anyways, it's been amazing, and I did a neat thing in Calgary yesterday, and now I'm back in the region. Just visited your local Canadian Food Inspection Agency office, and they said, well, you want to see the video? They said, oh yeah, we just deal with plants. And I said, okay, well, it's time to learn what your colleagues in Vernon are up to.
Somebody's got to shine the light on it, right?
Yeah. I've done a lot of this stuff, like whether it's actually for a political party or for causes, and so I guess I might be good at it.
Maybe. That's it.
And it brings me here.
You find yourself in some interesting places, hey?
Yeah, well, I would say that probably people that enjoy carnal pleasures might also enjoy rights and freedoms and animals and stuff.
Well, you'd like to hope so. You'd like to hope that people just have that in their heart otherwise, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of a weird world we're living in, though.
It's a funny world indeed, but, we can shape it.
Well, it's nice to see
I don't know about that. Like, I have two sons. They are Gen Z,
Yeah.
and I'm not so sure. Like, one is very much on board, the other isn't. But and haven't seen a lot from that. I think Alpha is probably going to be the one. I hope
Well,
that really picks it up.
it's nice to just see I don't know, I'm not one for the government. I think they have more of an agenda of fucking everybody over more than anything.
Yeah, I've been very active against the gender ideology religion in our schools and government.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
too.
Okay, here you are. This is an interesting place to
Have a conversation, eh?
do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I've got a very skewed stance on the whole gender thing. I mean, I don't care what you do, but
Yeah.
I think introducing it to children that young is just causing issue of warping
Yeah, absolutely.
mind, right?
Like, they have books available for kindergartner in my daddy's belly. Like, so instill the confusion. And then BC in particular is bad. There's there's no age of consent for medical treatment. It's called the Infants Act. So children of any age can go, or like the school BC Ministry of Education, they must perform social transitioning with or without parental knowledge or consent. And so they socially transition. That leads to chemical transition, like the puberty blockers, which are not safe. They're not approved for use.
Chemical
for gender.
and medical or transitioning tools shouldn't be available until at least 18.
Yeah, but in BC, it's there's no age limit, and it can be done without parental consent or even knowledge. So, and in fact, if parents resist the gender affirmation, they can lose their children. If any doctors question it, they can lose their license. So it's mandated, right, in this province. And it's pretty scary. It's like in gender affirming care, like it's the whole thing has fallen apart in the United Kingdom. There's the Tavistock Clinic has gone down in flames amid a tsunami of lawsuits. The only real scientific inquiry into that is the Cass review. It showed there's no evidence to support gender affirming care. And in fact, suicidality goes way up, and regret. And of course, once they're medicalized, it's 100% complications, including death, reduced lifespans. And then too, it's like the kids grow up and they have you ever heard the term anorgasmic?
No.
Incapable of orgasm because their parts have been mutilated.
Well, that's the issue with it.
Right? And of course, sterile.
Sterile, yeah.
And they realize, well, why did you put me into this? Like, now I want to have kids and I can't do it. And it's bad, right?
Well, when you're that young, then you got to think about everything surrounding them too. With the online community, it's confusing at all directions. And then when you have people that are in place to be your defense, like teachers and schools, doctors, so on and so forth, it's very confusing when that option's available through them as well, when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, so that's how this ties everything together in this one issue, because I also was not in favor of the mandated use of those injections recently.
Which injections? You're talking about the
mRNA COVID.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Bodily autonomy, and it was like, oh, well, you can choose between your livelihood and your bodily autonomy or whatever, right? And so that was wrong, and we weren't allowed to question the science. Anyone who did was a lunatic. Now with the gender ideology stuff, if you question it or oppose it, you're a hateful bigot. Although you cannot there's trans only exists within the religion of gender ideology. It's not a thing in nature. It's just, you're welcome to your religion, but don't push it on anyone else.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I mean, I don't care what you do with yourself. You're your own person.
Yeah.
By all means, go for it. But when it's something that you want everyone to indulge in, I don't understand it. Same thing with religion and everything else, right? If that's something you want to practice, by all means, go for it.
And here's the situation with these. It's exactly the same. It's a government mandate, and actually from a murky a national body, the World Organization for Animal Health, and killing all the healthy birds, kill all the survivors, is what they're doing, right? And there's a $200,000 fine for each bird that they test if they were to independently test them. So it's like thou shalt not question our science, our experts. So it's the same thing again. So for me, yeah, that's why I'm here from the islands.
Well, that's why it's so important to you, and I understand why for sure.
So, but I recommend coming out if you get a chance. Beautiful drive past Lumbee, through the Monachies, and yeah, Edgewood's there. It's your first right as you pull in, and there's neat stuff going on.
Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. Thank you for the information. It's always nice to learn something.
There, cheers.
You have a great day, hon.
In progress, you too. Fuck off. Whee! I guess I'll get at it.